Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the different parts of Kauai. You want to move to Kauai, but you're not sure about which part of Kauai. Kauai can be broken down into 4 parts: the north, the east, the south, and the west. They're all pretty different, so I want to break this up into 4 different videos because there's a lot to go over for each place. As you can see here, we have one main road that goes around the whole island. The main road doesn't connect though, and it's almost like a horseshoe shape. Actually, over 90% of the island cannot be reached by road, so it's literally the most amazing place for exploring. Some quick facts about Kauai. We don't have daylight savings times. Awesome! Out of all the main Hawaiian islands, we are the oldest and we are the 4th largest. Population is about 70,000, and Kauai has more miles of beaches and more hiking trails than any other Hawaiian island. Alrighty, let's get started with my spot, the North Shore. The north side of the island is very tropical, and we do receive the most inches of rain per year. This is not including the mountains though, which can reach up to 440 inches of rain per year. But the rain brings lush, beautiful green mountains and amazing waterfalls. To be honest though, when it does rain, it typically rains at night, and if it does rain during the day, it's only for a couple of minutes. And because of this, we get tons of rainbows. The North Shore is filled with, in my opinion, some of the best beaches in the world, taro fields, and sea cliffs. The major cities of the North Shore are Kilauea, Princeville, Hanalei, and Haena. The North Shore has also been home to some famous faces. You have Ben Stiller, Julia Roberts, Pierce Brosnan, and Mark Zuckerberg. The North Shore does have some of the most expensive real estate on the island, with the median sale price of Q2 in 2020 being $1.06 million. When I get more specific into the towns later in this video, I'll explain for each town what the median sale and listing prices for homes, and then also go over the average rental price for a 2-bedroom. But it's no wonder why people flock to the North Shore. It's not only breathtaking, but there's so much to do. You can hike the Nepali coast, you can visit the most beautiful beaches. You have tunnels, my personal favorite, Ke'e, Anini, Rock Quarry, etc. You can go horseback riding, zip lining, kayak the Hanalei River, paddleboarding, surf lessons. You can even visit the most beautiful botanical gardens. There's literally just so much to do. The farmers markets on the North Shore are also incredible, and I go every Saturday. Some things to know about being on the North Shore though: you are an hour away from the airport and from the hospital. Princeville does have an urgent care, but they're limited to the amount of things that they can do. And so if you have any kind of like scans or an emergency, you have to go an hour south to go to Wilcox Hospital. So the North Shore has several preschools to choose from. Some of the more popular ones are Aloha Early Learning Center in Hanalei and Natural Bridges in Kilauea. North Shore also has great elementary schools, one in Hanalei, which are for students located in Princeville up through Haena, and one in Kilauea, which is for students in the Kilauea area. They also have a private school located in Kilauea called Kauai Christian Academy, which offers pre-K all the way through 12th. Another popular option on island is homeschooling. It's not seen as taboo as it is on the mainland. A lot of kids actually do get homeschooled here on island. So if you do decide on the North Shore, keep in mind the public middle school and high school are 40 minutes away from Princeville area. So obviously further the more north you go. These schools encompass the entire North Shore. They are trying to get a middle school in the Kilauea area built, but that's probably not going to be happening for another few years. Now let's talk about the towns a little more in detail. Kilauea, awesome little town, has shops and restaurants and its own grocery store. And it's a really awesome little tight-knit community, home to the historic lighthouse that was built in 1913. As I mentioned earlier, they do have a great little preschool in the area and elementary school. They also have the Anainaho Community Park over there, which houses an awesome kids playground. They also put on a lot of community events over there, and they also house the farmers market there every Saturday. They actually have no hotels or large condo complexes in the area, so it's a very nice and quiet area as well. Average rent for a 2-bedroom in the area goes for $2,200. So according to Redfin, for the month of August, the median list price for a property was $2 million and the median sales price was $1.62 million. Now, don't let those prices discourage you. You can find things on the cheaper end. And again, this is just talking about the month of August. The cheapest property available right now is $650,000, and that is for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Next town heading north, Princeville. So Princeville is a very highly sought out area. It is one of only 3 VDAs, which is a vacation destination area. This means you can vacation rent your property without a permit. Now, some properties do have CC&Rs, mainly condos, and it will say in there that you have to have a minimum of a 30-day rental, so you want to just triple check those CC&Rs before moving ahead if you're looking to vacation rent your property. Princeville is known for its premier golf courses and world-class hotels, its condos and restaurants. There's also the Princeville Shopping Center, and they have the grocery store, post office, restaurants, shopping, and different fitness classes. They also put on the night market every second Sunday of the month, and this has live music, food trucks, and local Kauai artists exhibiting their art. There's also the Princeville Library, Princeville Park, and Community Center. And at the Community Center, they actually offer a bunch of different classes, things from yoga all the way to Hawaiian dancing. And if you're looking for a little more adventure, there's the Princeville Adventure Ranch, and that offers things like horseback riding, ATV tours, zip lining, and more. If you live in Princeville, you will be in the Hanalei Elementary School District. Average rent for a 2-bedroom is $2,500. Median list price according to Redfin for August was $948,000, and the median sale price was $747,000. Princeville is big on timeshares, so there are a bunch of condos you can find for $100,000, but I'm not counting those since we're talking about moving to Kauai. So the cheapest property that you can find that's not a timeshare right now is $498,000, and that's for a 2-bed, 2-bath. Next town up, the world famous Hanalei. As you cruise down from perched up Princeville, you'll cross over our famous 1-lane bridge and enter the really charming town of Hanalei. With its beautiful taro fields, beautiful green mountains, and some of the best beaches on the island, it's no wonder why someone would want to live in this town. You have Hanalei Town, which has shopping, really awesome restaurants, and a couple of grocery stores. There's also the famous Hanalei Pier at Hanalei Bay, which was built in 1957. You'll see kids and adults alike jumping off that pier all the time. If they're not jumping off that pier, they're enjoying that beautiful beach. It's a very, very popular beach. A lot of surf lessons happen there. A lot of people kayak or paddleboard down the Hanalei River, which connects to the bay. It's an amazing area. You'll also come the famous landmark of Hanalei, which is the Waioli Huia Church. This was built all the way back in 1837. This is also where the popular Aloha Early Learning Center is located, the preschool, and the Hanalei Elementary School. With Aloha School, if you want to enroll your child, make sure you call because they typically tend to have a wait list. One thing to note though is that because Hanalei is a little bit closer to the sea level and it has the Hanalei River flowing through it, especially during the winter, it can flood pretty frequently. So once that river reaches 8 feet high, they do close off access to the town. So you can't get in or out until the water recedes. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Hanalei does boast some of the most expensive properties on the island because there are a lot of beachfront properties in the area. Average rent for a 2-bedroom is $2,500. Median list price for August was $2.15 million, and the median sales price was $1.81 million. Cheapest property you can pick up in Hanalei right now is $1.15 million, and that's for a 2-bed, 1-bath. Last stop to the North Shore is Haena. Coming from Hanalei, you will experience the best 8 miles of your life. It's a super scenic drive, like Instagram worthy every step of the way. Incredibly amazing drive. In this area, you have the beautiful Lumahai Beach, beautiful botanical gardens, wet caves, drive caves, and then you end up at the total end of the road. You can't go north anymore, and that's where you'll find the entrance to the Kilauea Trail or the Nepali Coast and Ka Beach. Haena definitely is that it houses my favorite beach in the entire world, which is Tunnels Beach. So something to keep in mind about Haena is that it's really remote. You are about an hour and a half away from the airport and the hospital. Even if you want to go and get groceries or you go to school in Hanalei, it's going to take you about 30 minutes only because the roads are really, really windy in the area. So though there aren't any grocery stores or stores in the area, I know a lot of people that live there and they wouldn't trade it for the world. At this time, I couldn't find any affordable listings on Craigslist or Trulia, but I am going to be guessing that you're going to be paying something a little bit closer to Princeville's pricing, maybe about $2,200 for a 2-bedroom, but again, there's nothing listed right now. The median list price for August was $1.39 million and the median sales price was $1.3 million. Cheapest property in the area right now is $420,000 and that will get you a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. So that's a little overview of the North Shore of Kauai, and I am biased, but I love the North Shore, and that's why I chose it over the rest of the island of Kauai. Yes, every time I need to go to Costco or get an oil change or go to the DMV or anything like that, it does take an hour, but it's well worth it, well worth the sacrifice, and you kind of learn to pile all your errands into one single day so you don't have to do the drive all the time. Did I miss anything about the North Shore, or did you have any additional questions for me? If so, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll answer your questions. Keep your eye out for my next video, which is going to be about the east side of Kauai. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button. And if you want more of my videos where I talk about hosting and real estate and finance, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.